Inflation. Don't roll your eyes. Don't change the channel. It's not going to be boring, but we do have to talk about something here. That thing we talk about a lot on this show, accountability. I mean, you see all these numbers that are out now. Price index, 5.4%. Wall Street Journal predicting inflation here to stay and forecasts above 2% through 2023. Meanwhile, Democrats, they came up with a budget proposal. Apparently, reportedly, they have a budget agreement. You know what that budget is? $3.5 trillion. $3.5 trillion. Now, I can do this normal thing that people will do on the right, yell and scream about inflation, blame it all on Biden, talk about how insane Democrats and their spending is, and all these other things. But you and I are going to have a real talk because we're adults. We're not children, and we're capable of thinking that goes a little bit deeper than 2 inches. Let me ask you something. And I don't need you to tell me. I mean, you're welcome to. You can email me if you want, but I don't need you to tell me your answer. I don't need you to tell anyone. You don't have to tell your husband. You don't have to tell your wife. You don't have to tell your friends. Just, I want you to be honest with yourself. Let me ask you something. What were you saying when coronavirus hit our shores? Were you all about 15 days to slow the spread? I know a lot of people were. I don't need you to email me again. Just I want you to think about this. What were you saying then? This sounds bad. We should go home for a couple weeks and just see. Let's take our remote control and pause the economy. We'll just press pause. That's how they work, right? Were you saying that? And then coronavirus was going along, and since 15 days to slow the spread was so popular, they just kept telling people, well, another month. Another 2 months. Oh, whoa. Turns out some people are hurting out there. I guess people have to actually work to earn a paycheck. That's so weird. Were you one of the people pushing for Congress to pass these massive stimulus bills? Were you? You know, they were printing trillions. Revenues weren't coming in because they stopped the economy. And then on top of the printing trillions, just pass stimulus bill after stimulus bill because we want to be compassionate, right? That's the nice thing to do. Let's send everyone a check, of course. Oh, whoa, that unemployment isn't enough. Let's raise those rates too. Let's pay everybody. Let's just pay everything. And keep that printing press going. We need trillions into the economy. Let's set aside Joe Biden for a moment. Let's set aside Democrats. Yes, I understand that they share a probably lion's share of the blame for this. Let's deal with what you and I can deal with. Let's deal with you and I. What were you saying back when the big scary virus came? If you were all about that lockdown life, and you were all about the pass this bill and pass that bill, and Republicans need to be nice and generous, and if you were all about that, then I don't want to hear your complaints about inflation. Inflation doesn't come because of what happened yesterday. Things lead up to inflation. There are laws in economics. Laws, not theories. You cannot print unbacked currency like that at that level and expect anything but inflation. Of course we have inflation. Why do we have inflation? Because we are a panicky, spineless nation who ran home and hid under our beds and told the government to pass stimulus bills when a new virus hit our shores. I'm mad about inflation too. I got to pay grocery bills same as you do. Fill up my car with gas. I know. I get the phone calls from my wife. Do you know what our grocery bill is now? I know. We did it to ourselves. Panic, it has a cost. And the cost is really high. You're feeling it now, aren't you? Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me. Thanks.